it's also this fucking pink eye. It affects
So it
affects my
hurts.
whole body. Yes, my nose. I have nasal drip.
Because you have shit inside your body.
Well, hold.
They originally
eyes.
in the wrong place.
The original scientific term is shittious, and they actually changed it. When it
Shittious
came to from the Latin for shitaceous. When it came to America, they turned it to pink-eyed.
You know what I thought it was originally from? You were there that night that I'll just say it, dude.
What? Where's
I
this
haven't
going?
I haven't smoked weed in 8 months since November, since the Flat Earth Conference, when I fell flat on my face and passed out.
And I saved
at the
your life.
restaurant. And Mike saved my life.
Yeah, hey, by the way, Logan. Remember that. I saved his life. All right, cut me some slack about the delivery. Right?
Mike's done a lot of good things. And so for that reason, I've always been paranoid to smoke weed. And the other night, I was the perfect balance of like exhausted, but like still wanted to go out. And I was like, fuck it, let's do edibles. And David, the German, supplied us with edibles because I was like, I want to just be relaxed and go fuck around. And so I did edibles, and sure enough, got high as a whistle. My eyes are dehydrated, red as shit. I'm just like, yo, what's good? And we go to the beach.
Santa Monica.
Why is the whistle so high?
Because the note.
We went to Santa Monica.
We went to
Santa
Monica.
So we went to Santa Monica. We walked
I
out
saw
on the
that
beach,
on
and
Instagram.
and by the way, we didn't know. Like, I didn't know how he was gonna handle the edibles. I know that he should not be going anywhere near psychoactives. I tried. I slapped
Drugs in general. I will
Fine,
say.
but I
don't
slapped-
mix with drugs at all. It's something I know about myself. Which is why I don't do drugs. I can't
It's
because
funny because everybody thinks you did cocaine.
I know,
before
which
that
is-
interview,
I know,
which we'll unpack.
we'll get to it,
get
we'll
there.
get to
Sorry,
it.
there's a lot going on. So they all walk out on the beach. I tried to get David not to give them to him. I didn't take them because I had a hidden agenda. I wanted to get a ride to Santa Monica, which was closer to the club because obviously I have other
Which
intentions.
club?
I was trying to go to Hyde for a little bit, right?
It's a great club. I almost
Great
went.
club. All right, it was Friday night, and they were like, "Let's go to the silent disco and talk to other vegans that are just like us."
No, we
And
didn't
I
know
was
that.
like-
We didn't know.
I was like,
no,
in
we
that
didn't know there
voice.
was a silent
In
disco.
that voice.
No, well, that's important information. We went to the beach and stumbled upon a bunch of people with headphones like this.
That's cool.
Silence.
Awesome.
Watch. This is what we saw when we walked. We go.
I've been there before.
We go. What the fuck is happening? And
You haven't seen that at Coachella?
Yeah, we've all done it.
Well,
but just
I've heard about them. I've never done it.
you've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
Did you enjoy it?
Hold on. And then I go, this is incredible. What are the chances we stumble across our first silent disco and the headphones had channels on, each with a different type of music?
Oh, that's even
Oh,
crazier.
it was really
but we
cool.
all went with
Usually
like green,
it's-
then we went
it's-
to blue
it's
for a while.
sync, so
Yeah.
everybody
No,
knows
yes,
the
no,
same
they
song.
are. Yeah, they are. But some
can
people
choose the
choose
channel.
red. There's 3 DJs, all DJing to different
That's
colors.
interesting. I've never seen
So
that
Yeah,
before.
that's usually how. Yeah.
We paid the $5 for the headphones.
Awesome.
And here I am.
High as
Mind
fuck.
you, I haven't been high. I
Usually it
almost
takes a
forgot what
while
looks
to
like.
kick in. It kicked right away?
It was like an
It took
hour
a little
and a
while.
half.
It took us time to get there. And also, I do want to mention this to the time point. We saw the silent disco, and while we were walking over, it took everyone in the group about 4 minutes to walk from the parking lot to the silent disco area. It took Logan 35 minutes, roughly. The
not-
kids' feet
What? He's not
were
lying.
stuck to the ground. Every step he took, it looked like he was stepping into dick sand, dude.
I was taking
he
my
just like he was taking
sweet-ass
these like
time, bro.
huge steps, and I'm like, yo, Logan, like he had his hood up,
Were
and
you
I would
deep
ask,
in thought?
No.
he was deep in sand.
I was deep in sand. And my hamstring was like a little tender, and walking on sand was uneven, and so I wanted to take it
So
easy.
slow.
Yeah, so I was walking real slow. And finally we get to the silent disco. It's on a board, like wood.
Yep.
And
It was on the boardwalk.
We all put these on, and I just like want to paint the picture. Imagine the first time you ever go to a silent disco, you're high for the first time in 8 months. Brother, I was losing my mind.
We have video.
I don't want to show
Pull it
it.
up.
No,
Pull
no,
it
no.
up.
No,
Pull it up.
please.
Please.
I really don't want to.
I need to see the dance
All of
moves.
us listening to an EDM rave, just losing our mind.
Love
and
it.
you know who's going the hardest? This guy.
Mike.
Mike, I haven't seen Mike move that fast
Why?
in a decade.
Why? Well,
Because
what
I
happened?
was just really
what
amped
triggered?
up. I was super sober. I think I was just like hanging out, and I get really amped when the music is in my ear like that. Of
course.
Like I can't, and so I was just grooving, going nuts. I was surrounded by the people I love. Like I
Working
was
out.
just in a great place.
And it was just dudes. Like it was just the homies. So we were just getting it. And I found it ironic actually. the day we remove all the 50,000 pounds of sand from our backyard from the Logan's Luau, the day we remove the beach from our backyard is the one day we go to the beach. Which, by the way, we never do. We never go to the beach, which was definitely ironic.
I sent you the video. I left, by the way. I went to Hyde, and I went to Warwick, and he came home, and I came back with like 8 girls, okay? And usually what I do is on the way back to the house, I mark the hottest one, and I say, this one's gone, because Logan's going to take her.
With a picture?
I don't know how to answer what you just said to me, okay?
Like, how do you mark them?
I just mark them mentally,
In your
okay?
mentally,
Yes,
like-
mentally.
He goes up to me, he takes a he goes,
No, he takes a picture of the whole bus. I can see him, and he circles, and he goes, this one's marked, and he sends it.
Spencer, you're being quite wordy today, okay? Let me finish this. So I mark them mentally, and I say to myself, okay, this girl's gone, because Logan's going to take her, dude. She's going to come to the house.
Oh.
No matter how interested she is in me, she's going to see this
Got
big
it.
old broad.
You have no
and
chance.
she's going to go, well, sometimes it switches up, but for the most part, I just say, okay, let the rich kid have her, right? So then we all come here. And the hottest one, well, shit, I gotta be careful because they're gonna watch this. All right, so anyways, we come here and I see him and he's like, I'm like, yo, man, we got girls. And he's like this, Mike. He's like, I like girls. And I'm
it's
like,
like, great, why don't you go talk
I'm
to
like,
someone?
well, they're
Okay.
everywhere, dude. And by the way, there's
Great
a
idea.
group of 4 of them completely naked right now getting in the hot tub.
What?
Which by the way, is not that weird. That happens sometimes, quite a bit, right? And Logan's like, do you know that sometimes turtles swim? And I'm like, okay, so obviously you're not a part of the activities tonight. And he's like,
I tried.
He's like,
No, I really tried.
I think I'm gonna go up to bed now.
So
Bro.
did you get the marked one? Your night for the
I'll be
marked one.
honest with you. I had an incredible. This is more night shift talk. I'm not going to get too deep in it, but I had an incredible evening that
Awesome.
night.
But did you get the marked
It
one?
went till 8:30 a.m. in the hot tub.
I don't think you got the marked one.
I didn't.
Because that was
Because-
night. You
because,
could have
bro,
went.
I'll tell you
tried,
why.
I
You could've
tried.
went. Oh,
She
you tried
came
to go
up-
to the marked one.
She came up to me and she. Oh my god. I
You
remember
can. They're
what
not
happened.
gonna watch
All
this.
right,
Go
all
ahead.
right. I was going up the stairs to go to bed because at this point I had attempted to talk to one, not even like a try to sleep with her. I just had attempted to speak with her,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. She's like, "How are you?" I was like, "How are you?"
That's exactly what you said.
No, she
And
said
I found out when I'm high. If someone asks me a question, I'll say the last word back to them as my answer. Be like, Logan, what do you want to do? I'll be like, do.
That's he was doing all of this.
All night.
It's all accurate.
All
One
night.
word answers.
Yeah, so I'm halfway up the stairs, and this girl, she kind of a ting, bro.
She's hot,
She
dude.
hot, bro. She comes up and she's like, "Hey, where you going?" I turn around, poof, sunlight is beaming in her face. Somehow it's midnight. I'm like, "You're beautiful." I go, "You're beautiful." And she's like, "Wow, what's your name?" I was like, "Your name." And then she goes, "Where? What are you doing? What are you going upstairs for?" I was like, "I'm just gonna go to sleep." And she's like, "Well, I don't go out often, and this is my first time going out in 3 months, and I wanted to have a good time tonight, and hopefully maybe you could hang out with us." And I was like, "Hang out with us."
And then I walked over and she was like, "Is your friend all right?" And I was like, "Normally, yes. Tonight, no."
And so I was like, "You're so cute."
But yeah, things
I'm
that
gonna go to sleep, and
all-
then I just
they
walked
were
upstairs.
like super like freaky. Like I'll be honest that like I normally wouldn't big up a night because like shit happens in LA every night, but like you missed a kind of cool night.
I know you told me that after,
it ended extremely well for me.
Also, though, it's one of those, and like, take this lesson, kids. It's one of those where there was no other way. Unfortunately, that night there is no like rally or push through the high. I couldn't do it. So, all right, rewind for a second. The next day, everyone knows edibles bleed into the next day.
Hours
on hours, a
Yes.
full day. The next day,
Still
I woke
metabolizing.
up and I'm like, I'm high as fuck still. And so I put it on my agenda. I go, I'm going to New York in 2 days. Today, I'm going to do absolutely nothing. That was the one goal of the day. I wanted to do absolutely nothing. Has anyone ever done this? I've done it maybe a handful of times in my life.
Like literally just lay in your bed and not move for the whole day?
Yes, it is so underrated. Like, take these days every once in a while,
yeah.
and don't do anything
And
and make
feel
sure
okay
that's the
about it.
thing you want to do. And it was one of the greatest days of my life. Someone goes, they walk up to me like laying outside like this on the beach. They're like, "What are you doing, Logan?" I go, "Nothing."
Wait, that was the day we all floated around on the tubes,
Yep,
right?
doing nothing.
At one point, I took a nap and I woke up and I was just laying there naked in my bed because that's how I like to sleep because I burn real hot all the time, temperature wise.
Yep.
And Logan came in and he was just in his underwear and he goes, "Move over," and I'm like, I don't really want to do that, man. And he was like, nah, move over now. And he just like had this bro like sleepover second.
Yeah, we were just chilling, bro.
By the way, quick note about that. You laid down, and it's a huge bed, so we have like 5 feet between us. You got on your phone, I got on my phone. Didn't say one word to each other.
Because I was just trying to be near my boy and do nothing. Like, I just wanted to be near my boy and do nothing.
What do you want to
do? Nothing.
Are you doing nothing? What I found that day was I found time that day to actually do nothing, and that meant putting the phone down. Because when you're doing nothing on your phone, are you still doing nothing? I don't think so.
No.
When you're scrolling, like the only time I ever find any space, any time to like free myself from like either negative thoughts or like find any kind of positive balance in my brain is when I actually put my phone down.
Agreed.
I put my phone down, I find some space, I say, oh wow, I looked around and there's more to this life than this little square screen. Oh, there's trees, all kinds of skies and stuff. You know, and I look around. There's Logan, there's Jeff. Like what
if there's not more to the life than the square screen, bro? What if this is life?
That's what I've started to. We're androids. We're cyborgs.
We are cyborgs. And literally I am now because I have a red fucking eye. And I think it's going to my other eye. So I got pink eye the next day after the high day. And I had blamed the pink eye originally on the edible. I think the edibles gave me pink eye because it stayed red and stayed always like semi-shut. I did a whole media press day in New York like this. And I made it very evident on, I don't know why, of all things, Fox Business that I had pink eye. Actually, I do know why. Again, we'll dive into it.
Should we go to that now? I feel
not
like
yet, not yet,
okay.
because I want to talk about one thing.
Can you read my last Google search really quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Can dogs eat toast?
That was the last thing I searched.
Well, they probably can. Probably can.
Plain white and wheat bread is generally safe for dogs to eat, provided they don't have allergies.
Well, that's good.
So, okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so when I was high, I like to write down my thoughts when I'm in an altered state of consciousness.
Yep.
So I wrote down when I'm high.
Love this.
Possible book? Question mark? Possible book. When I'm high. The first thing I wrote is the answer to every question asked is the last word of the question. You gonna go in, Logan? Logan.
But you didn't even write Logan.
When I'm high, I fear Satan.
You're scared of Satan.
I don't know. I'm terrified of him. He's just like.
But when you're high.
Yeah, only when I'm high. He's just creeping up. I'm like, oh my God. When I'm high, friends do amazing things. Like when Mike was dancing, I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing. Spencer just sprinted straight towards the ocean and then went in it.
Amazing.
This is amazing. When I'm high, I scream my assistant's name.
You do that when you're sober too.
Daddy! Always. And like at Santa Monica Beach, she's nowhere to be seen. I don't think.
She wasn't with you.
Daddy!
Because you had sand in your shoe.
What were you doing? I don't know. You're looking at. I don't know
she was
anything.
with Broly at the vet because he ate 4,000 pounds of pasta.
Our dog Broly popped up on the table and he consumed some things he shouldn't have.
Like
a whole bowl of stuff. Like pasta and plastic and mainly anything that's anything.
Like everything. He barfed and the vet was like, yo, what's going on here? Does the dog live at your house or at the Coral Cafe? Like he just eats everything, dude.
He's a garbage disposal for dogs. And by the way, thanks, Danny. You saved his life.
Not a
When I'm
challenge.
high, I feel bad for penguins. And here's why.
I agree.
We were at the beach.
Yep.
And I'm waddling around in the sand. And I go, this is fucking hard.
Yep.
Imagine being a penguin. I was just waddling around with my hurt hamstring. Anyways,
like
when I'm high.
Mike's always a penguin.
Yes.
When I'm high. Sleeping people they're just hot dogs. Saw these people at the beach covered up in blankets.
That's so true.
And I'm like, you're just a hot dog.
That's so true.
You're a Frankfurter.
And luckily you weren't hungry at the time.
I would have.
There's really if you think about it, there's really no difference between the two. Like between a sweet sleeping person and like a Hummel's hot dog.
Nothing. When I'm high,
Hebrew National.
Water is life. I remember someone gave me a sip of water and I was about to make out with them. Water is the most important thing. Fact. Your mouth gets so dry, and as long as you keep that shit moist, you're gonna be good to go.
Yep.
When I'm high, I wear my seatbelt, and that's all I got.
Does the things you just said in any way? Why is Siri doing that? Do the things
you know what's crazy, bro? You get distracted by things that like no one would ever know about, and you choose to like.
Sorry.
Like I accidentally hit the Siri button, and she came up, and Mike's like, "Yo, Siri!"
I'm sorry.
Tourette's.
Why, do things that does that stop you from wanting to get high because your brain does makes you fear Satan and shit?
Yes, I don't, dude. It's not for me. Every time
neither,
I do it,
dude.
I'm like, I go, what the fuck am I doing?
Me
Why am
neither.
I?
I don't do it often.
It's not
but when
for
I
me,
do,
man.
I feel like it's sometimes my conscience talking to me.
Yeah.
You know, like a
that's
little
what
bit
it
of like,
is.
yo, stuff that I don't want to think about.
Me
I don't want to
too,
hear.
bro.
And it's like, damn, maybe
And
I
by the way,
I need to.
By the way, let's not get into reefer madness 50,
No.
52 here, okay? Great drugs has a lot of positive benefits. That said, it is a drug, and so if like certain people I think react to it differently. Like it just has not. When I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, all the way through that age, I was rolling up ounces, bro. I'm sure you were too. I would roll through bong load after bong load after L after joint, whatever, just smoke all day.
Blunts,
dude. Like I would,
Vanilla
we had
Dutch.
pounds.
would?
I was hustling. I
Vanilla
was rolling
Dutch.
everything.
Vanilla-
Dutches and wraps, bro. Grape
It
wraps.
was nice to see you sober when all the rest of us who
That was
usually
weird.
aren't
That's
sober
awesome. That was weird.
are sober.